Hey guys, welcome back to the Homestead. I'm Brian, and as you know, we've got some chickens. We don't have a coop, so we've got to get to work on that. We identified a spot out here, one of our outbuildings, that'll have a roof already over it. We're pretty much going to build an 8-foot by 6-foot coop with a run off the backside, and our intent is to let them free range eventually once they're bigger. And so that way we can let them out and they can free range into the woods here or out into the cornfields or around this little area in the greenhouse here. So, all right, we're gonna get started with that. You can start to see the 4-post of the chicken coop coming together. The 4 posts are in. We've got these temporary 2x4s in place holding those up so that as that concrete hardens, they will be in place and they will be straight and plumb for us. We're going to build our chicken coop 18 inches off of the ground here so that they have an area in the shade underneath, because we are going to have an enclosure over here that they'll be able to get out in the sun, or they'll have shade underneath. We'll do our nesting boxes are going to be on this end. We'll frame those out eventually, but tonight's goal is just getting the deck in place. I don't know if we're going to make it. We're running short on light, but we do. That's another reason why we're over here, is because we have light at this structure. So we are going to use electricity and actually wire up inside the chicken coop so that they have, so that they'll have a fan. Number one, for summertime to keep cool, and number two, we'll be able to put a heating element in there for the winter. So that's why this works out really well where it is, and it's an area that we weren't using. So it works out real well. All right, that's it. He's hungry, I'm tired. We got the subfloor in. We'll frame it out tomorrow. We've got to put some nailers underneath because we're going to do just your standard 2x4 framing of this, with the exception of this end. This is going to be the nesting box, so we're going to do a special frame for that, or wall frame, and then We have siding for the whole thing. It should come together really quick and look pretty darn good. And hopefully within the next couple of days, it'll be ready for our chickens. Guys, welcome back to the homestead, day 2 of our chicken coop build. Yesterday we had a little bit of technical difficulty with one of our cameras. Usually we try and provide you 2 angles. We weren't able to do that, so we missed some footage. But what we have so far is we have a chicken coop that is sitting at 18 inches. The deck is 18 inches off of the ground so that we have room underneath for our chickens. We are going to put a ramp here. The main door is going to be right here. We've got a deck that is mounted to 2x6 by 8s. This thing is 8 feet this way, 6 feet this way. We are going to have our roosting boxes back here, and we are going to have a main door for us to get in and out to clean right in here. Watch it as it comes together. Alrighty, part 1 of the chicken coop is done. We've got it all framed out. We have our nesting boxes framed out here. These, as well as we have a, this is going to open up down here into a 4.5 inch opening, so when you're sweeping and cleaning out, we'll have a door there that just opens so you can sweep everything right out of there. And then above that, we've got our nesting boxes. Our nesting boxes are 16 inches off the deck of the coop, and then they are 16 inches tall. That'll get reduced down to about Once we get them framed out all the way, I'm hoping that they end up at about 14 by 14, and then we, on the outside, will have the boxes and a lift-up hatch so that we can harvest the eggs easier. And then we put in these old, we reused these old windows that we had that were at one point installed on our old farmhouse. And then there it is, the most important part, the chicken door. And then we'll build a ramp out here, and we'll have a little bit of a chicken run. But we plan on free-ranging these guys mostly, letting them run about. And here's our access door. So we got to frame out a door, get hinges, but we have it framed out. We're still going to put our roof on. We got some things to do, but for the most part, that is it for part one of this. So tomorrow we'll make a quick run to the hardware store, and then after that we will be working, trying to get this done by the time Monday rolls around. So alrighty, thank you very much for watching the Homestead. Don't forget to check back for part two. It'll be on its way soon.